At that point, if I'm alive, I'm declaring myself Emperor of the Earth and I win. Wow! Hello, welcome to video 2 of my Swedish prepping series, part 2. I'm not Swedish, I'm not even vaguely Swedish. Lotta Dailiness is a prepper in Sweden. Let's see what she's up to.
Lovely axe.
Is it? This is mine. I can kill bears with this. Haven't, don't want to. But size does matter. What she's actually showing, I believe, is what's called a hatchet. And there have been fictional books written about survival with a hatchet, which I've read and thoroughly enjoyed.
I want to survive and I want my kids to survive, and I will do anything I can to protect both me and them.
I mentioned the science of psychiatry in the previous video on Swedish prepping. It's a universal truth for humans that almost all of us wish to avoid personal death and death of our loved ones. However, if wishes are being granted, I'm going to wish for world peace, and I'm actually going to hope that war doesn't happen and that everybody survives. I prep for war and peace. I prep for peace, which is why I'm in this house. I prep for war, which is why I'm in this house. You can do both things.
Good.
Lotta Dailiness is preparing for emergencies ranging from a power outage to doomsday.
Power outage? But is that doomsday? But what doomsday is Lotta talking about here? Because there's quite a variety, and I collect them. Is it the eco-doom situation where the climate fails and there's no oxygen and we all die? Or will doomsday be Revelations is proven true, there is a God and he really doesn't like me because I'm an atheist? Or will it be a nuclear war? Putin gets met and launches, or more likely somebody fires off a nuclear weapon or destroys a nuclear power plant in Ukraine or in Russia, and that causes people to be agitated and people fire missiles at each other until they can't fire anymore. At that point, if I'm alive, I'm declaring myself Emperor of the Earth and I win. Or is it if an asteroid hits? I'm getting out of here with Bruce Willis if that happens.
We have people from Ukraine here in our little village. It's good to be reminded that you can't take everything for granted all the time. You have to just be prepared that things can happen.
Lotta has a great mindset here. I do absolutely agree. Anything can happen, and usually SHTF is going to come at you from left field and you're not going to know what it is.
In tranquil southern Sweden, fear of war has increased since the nation signed up to NATO.
Of course, we should be frightened of Russia. They have a frame of mind to bring back the old empire.
No comment from me, but NATO expansion has been absolutely huge since 1991.
If disaster strikes, Lotta will either say, I'm getting out of here,
Cool joke, bro.
and head to her cabin on the west coast, or grab her emergency kit.
This is just some of the good to have and nice to have, and some must-haves. You have to have a real good knife. You can just use it for everything, protecting yourself, or if you want to make food or have to build a shelter or whatever.
Kittens, name that blade. Lotta's a bit optimistic here on hunting though. It takes a huge amount of calories and skill and luck to actually hunt deer or wildlife with a small blade successfully as a human being. However, Lotta might mean feeding herself with long pork, and that would work.
What is that thing?
It's a small kitchen. Here's the frying pan.
It's like a Russian doll.
Yeah, it is. Here you have to make your coffee and stuff in here. You put your gas burning in here, and then you can just boil coffee. It's basically outdoor stuff. You don't need special prepping stuff.
What? So making fear porn videos to sell preppers unnecessary crap is not necessary? Whoa, Huples Cat's mind expansion has happened. Whoa. Been saying this for ages, that's true. If you want to bug out, go to a kayak camping store, get gear that you can carry, that ultra hikers carry, because they don't carry unnecessary weight and they have gear that's really, really strong and durable. Because it costs you a bit more, have a look for a second hand or look for last year's fashions. Canvas metal framed army gear is not designed for what we're trying to do in SHTF. It's designed for an entirely different purpose with an entirely different set of supports.
Back in Lotta Dailiness' house, that means having a well-stocked freezer.
Butter, you buy it on sale and then you freeze it.
Now I know some people don't understand science very well, but most fridge freezers require something called electricity. Now in Sweden, like in Canada, for 3 or 4 months of the year possibly, and maybe longer if you collect the snow and the ice, you can actually makeshift one on your balcony if you're in an apartment. That said, I very much agree with buying normal stuff in bulk on sale. Why not? You're going to use it anyway and it's going to be cheap and you have a reserve.
I bake my own bread and put it in here.
You're going to need power or a good wood or propane stove to actually cook any of this stuff. Now I will say that if you're prepping, bread's a great thing to prep, and please prep a load of it in case I show up. But I will say if you're actually going to freeze bread, don't bother as a prep. Freeze flour and yeast and make your own bread.
You have to have like a cake as well.
Cake? Why not? Was cat fact, I don't actually like cookies or cake. I'm weird. I do like vanilla ice cream, only if it's plant-based. However, I have stocked up a heck of a lot of vegan chocolate. Dark chocolate, 80% cacao or higher, is a great thing to have. It's healthy for the human, it lasts forever, might go a bit white but it doesn't affect it too much, and it's a real nice treat and you don't need a lot of it, and it's healthy. Avoid anything with milk in it.
If you have to flee from here, then you can't bring all the stuff, you have to take what's important. I'll take my axe.
A lot of likes are axes. Yeah, maybe. But maybe pre-supply the cabin and have the axe already there. Maybe drive the axe up there with a whole bunch of food and freezer stuff and cleaning equipment and all the stuff you're going to need post-disaster, rather than try and carry it with you. A bug out bag should be as light as possible, carrying as little weight as humanly possible to get you from A to B as fast as possible with only a few interruptions en route. You really don't want to be going out there on a hiking, camping trip, fishing and carrying a big axe. You really don't. You want to go from here to there as fast and sneakily as you can. You want to travel at night. You want to travel away from villages and towns. And I really recommend having a bicycle with panniers at the back. Now,
if the end of the world is coming, well, take a glass of wine and just relax. We're not gonna make it anyway.
Have a great week. Stay sane, stay safe, and enjoy your life. Prep sanely. Next week on Swedish Prepping Part 2, it's the third and last video of Swedish Prepping Part 2, and we're going to get reacquainted with a very famous, to me at this point, father and son prepping duo from Sweden.
Are you being hysterical?
No.
This has been a post-operative Sleepy Terrier production 2022. The day the eco-doomers win, like Sandy on Environmental Coffeehouse, excellent channel. Or the Bible prophecies for the end of humanity on Earth are proven true, but what is this doomsday? Is she talking about the day the eco-doomers like Sandy on Environmental Coffee Channel? What type of doomsday is Lotta on about? Is she on about when the eco-doomers take over the world and you can't drive a car anymore, like Sandy in Environmental Coffeehouse and me would probably advocate in a sustained and... What doomsday here is Lotta actually talking about? Because there's quite a variety of them and I actually collect them from... Fair enough. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Hope everybody stays well. Hope the world stays sane and safe. Enjoy yourself. Fair enough. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Stay safe. Fair enough. However, the third and last video in this sudden... However, the third and last Swedish prepping video... However, next time is the third and last Swedish prepping video I hope this channel ever makes. And this one is going to reacquaint us with a famous father and son prepping duo